Well, welcome. Welcome. I'm just your friendly neighborhood boy that likes cows. Um, Welcome back to the Dallas Cowboys franchise. Today we'll be doing the off season. As you can see, I haven't touched this game since yesterday at 6:03 p.m. It is currently August 19th at 1 in the morning. We're going to do the off season. We did an off season episode. Actually, usually I wasn't really intending to do that, but I ended up making an off season video showing the moves I made for the team, and now we're finally ready to get to the draft. We re-signed Jacoby Brissett, Ezekiel Elliott. Um, we re-signed Zach Martin as well after trading him, which was kind of funny. We signed him to a one-year, $25 million deal. We signed Trey Greenlaw, brought back Marquise Bell. And we ended up trading for Chase Young. And we signed Desmond King as well. Originally, I had planned to sign Chase Young in free agency, but this was like the one time he wasn't there in every franchise where he was there year one. So I decided to trade a future first round pick. Oh no, sorry, I traded my this year later end first round pick and future picks to get Chase Young. I just think Chase Young and Micah Parsons defensive line was something I couldn't ignore. We also threw in an offer on CeeDee Lamb, but he decided to go sign with the Chargers on a 4-year, $132 million deal. So that's going to make him, I believe, the highest paid wide receiver in the league. Um, as you can see right there, Cowboys had stellar right guard. We bring back Zach Martin on a 1-year, $25 million deal. We had plenty of cap space after trading Dak Prescott and after letting go of CeeDee Lamb and originally Zach Martin and all the other guys. So we figured, hey, why not? Um, but yeah, so we can go get to the draft. Is there any more free agents? So just looking at who signed, CeeDee Lamb goes to the Chargers. Amari Cooper becomes a Panther, and in this universe, I believe the Panthers made it to the Super Bowl against the Ravens. So makes sense. Amari Cooper's looking for a ring. Levante David goes back to the Buccaneers. Khalil Mack becomes a Bronco. David Bakhtiari to the Commanders. Ryan Kelly to the Vikings. Gilmore to the Buccaneers. DeAndre Hopkins. Brandon Scherf goes to the Chargers. We originally put in an offer on Brandon Scherf, but after we got back Zach Martin, we opted out of the Brandon Scherf deal. Alvin Kamara goes to the Lions. Doesn't really make a lot of sense, but sure. Brandon Stephens goes to the Broncos. Cam Jordan goes to the Titans. Garrett Bowles goes to the Bears. Jerome Baker to the Lions. That kind of makes some sense. Micah Hyde to the Jets. Judon to the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are trying to make themselves a better team to compete for the future, so that's smart. We threw in an offer on Bobby Wagner. He decided to go back to the Commanders. Michael Carter goes to the Ravens. The Buccaneers definitely made a lot of good signings. But in terms of our division rivals, I haven't really seen much from the Giants or much from the Eagles. So it just primarily looks like the Commanders made signings, which makes sense because they have cap space. They didn't sign any like super studs or anything, but they did sign a bunch of good talent. We lost out on the DJ Chark contract. It just seems like the Commanders signed a lot of decent players. They didn't sign any of the top free agents, but they definitely signed like, Charles Omenihu for pass rush. Re-signed Bobby Wagner and signed David Bakhtiari. I guess that's technically a big free agent, getting a very good left tackle. But yeah, so I think we're ready to get to the draft. We did trade up from pick two to pick one, so we can kind of decide from there if we want to draft a quarterback or not. Um, I don't know. Do we want to? Let's do our private workouts. It's between Gentry and Cameron Fitzpatrick. They're both top fives. They both have good stats. One's a 6'6" Auburn quarterback. The other one's a 6'4" Utah quarterback. I'm not overly fond of the idea of you. I'm not as fond of Scott Gentry. In fact, Scott Gentry was projected to go ahead of Cameron Fitzpatrick, but I might still take Cameron Fitzpatrick anyway. I feel a little bit more comfortable with him. Your medium accuracy concerns me. So maybe Cameron Fitzpatrick's the guy. He could be like our Fitz magic of sorts. Um, and then maybe we can trade up in the draft to get an offensive lineman because we are going to lose Zach Martin. So there is plenty of reason to draft an offensive lineman in the draft. Um, let's see what offensive lineman can we get. Um, Pick three players. So left tackle. Who do we have at left tackle? We have Tyler Guyton. I'm not as concerned of tackle. Well, right tackle maybe if we want to move on from Terrence Steele at some point. You have a D. Anton Horton. I'll consider you. You have pretty good stats. We'll do you. You could be a replacer for Zach Martin. Cheeks. I hope he's not Cheeks. He's good. I make that joke a little too often. There's another Cheeks. Um, his stats look a little bit more Cheeks, to be fair. Maybe Tim Brooks. Or tight end. Maybe Jose Ramirez. Or Jamal Humphrey. I'm kind of between these three guys as potential guys we could maybe trade up to the second round for. Tight end. Once we pay Jake Ferguson, I think Jose Ramirez could be worth looking at. Yeah, I like this Jose Ramirez guy as well. But we do have a superstar tight end, so we're not gonna go all out and ball for a tight end. That really wouldn't make too much sense. So let's take a little look at the mock draft before the draft starts. Let's see if there's anybody I want to consider trading up for. They have us taking Gentry over Fitzpatrick. I might just draft Fitzpatrick. I think I might just draft Fitzpatrick. Hopefully that's not a bad call. Corner, left tackle, right end, left end, outside linebacker, right tackle, left end, left tackle, outside linebacker. I'm not drafting a D tackle at pick 20. I was thinking Jamal Murphy. He's projected 27. I could trade down and draft him. I could also trade down to like 27 and draft Joe Ramirez as well. I feel like Joe Ramirez might be like a really good player. I mean, I might be wrong, but I have a feeling.
Every career starts as a dream, a belief.
Okay. So they're gonna take that linebacker. Yep. Obviously I have full intention to. I did not want to draft Gentry. I wanted to draft Fitzpatrick so I could call him Fitzmagic. Well, now I'm fucking stuck with him. Oh well. Got a franchise quarterback, I think. Hopefully. I did think about Anton Harrison. I don't think we need left tackle too badly. I like the fact that you're a pass protector because I can maybe move you to guard if need be. That A to C awareness though concerns me. Because you have A awareness, you have A to C. You have A as well. We could always draft Anton Horton and move him to guard. But he might not be a good pass blocker or run blocker. Brandon White, he has good stats and awareness is not the biggest issue. He might be a slightly lower all at first. And you can definitely learn from Zach Martin. I'm going to sign Brandon White. I'm picking Brandon White. Has a motor that runs, shows good discipline. Even if he's like a 74, 75, we can make it work. He's not going to be a starter day one anyway. Fuck it. Ranked third in true value? Shows advanced knowledge, solid base, install, power rush mountain. So we can definitely run the ball with Nick Chubb a little bit. What is my next pick? Oh, it automatically goes to my next pick. That's why. So I thought I was simming the first pick. I simmed my own pick by mistake. That makes a lot of sense. Shit. Okay. Oh, we have a third round pick. Let's see what we can get. Keenan Kitchens. tight end is not a terrible idea. Like Tracy Parrish could be an okay pick. We could just draft the freaking Wisconsin boys. I am a Bucks fan. We could just go the Wisconsin route and draft Tracy Parrish as well. Kevin Gooden fits the Cowboys. Fits our entire division, may I add. Needs to work on simple concentration drops. Exceptional body control on the sideline. No issue climbing the ladder. Avoids physical hits. Well, here's the thing. We have Jalen Waddle. We have George Pickens. Kevin Goodwin could be another good jump ball type receiver. And I think if we get another receiver, that could complement our receiving core because we have Jalen Tolbert. But if we can't re-sign him, then we'll have a receiver under contract. So we're going to take Kevin Goodwin. 37 true value, drafted him at 84. It's pretty good. Whites up hands, make 50-50 balls. Constantly bailed out QBs with spectacular catch. Ooh, that's kind of nice. We can make that work. Okay, now we're in the 4th round. Oh, the Burton guy's still here. And that corner's still here, too. So we lose out on the tight end. That's fine. Not too sure who else we want to draft here. Depth D tackle's not as much of a need. Depth tight end is also not the biggest concern. Let me take a look at my roster real quick. What picks do I have? I think I need a punter. I'll just draft a punter. Oh no, I signed J.K. Scott. Never mind. We'll re-sign Brandon Aubrey. We don't need a kicker. We still have Donovan Wilson for now. We signed Kayvon Wallace to a 1-year deal to back up Malik Hooker. So safety's good. We signed Desmond King. We have Andrew Booth. I guess we could draft a corner. Couldn't hurt. We drafted a quarterback, and we have Jacoby Brissett. Running back is good because we don't really want to give up on Deuce Vaughn or Zeke or Nick Chubb. We just drafted a receiver, so that's good. You guys are fine as backup tight ends. We signed a few backup O-linemen. The guy who we drafted, who was 3rd in true value, he could probably be our future right guard. We lose Zach Martin, so could always go that route. The tackle looks fine for now. Middle linebacker looks fine. We just have so many corners. I'm just going to offer Stephen Jones. Josh Joby. We'll keep Josh Joby. I'm going to send these guys to Jacksonville for a future 6th round pick. Wait, what? I have too many draft picks? Oh, my bad. My apologies. What if I give up 3 7ths then? I will make it, I don't know, a 4th and a 6th? 4th. They don't have a 5th. Can I have an extra 5th? This is kind of stupid, but sure, whatever. Can I have an extra 5th, please? There you go. Because I'm also drafting a bunch of players as well. So I don't need a punter. I don't need a kicker. I have 3 first-round picks next year. I mean, I could draft depth. I don't need another quarterback. I don't really need another running back. I also don't really need another receiver. I guess I could just draft another receiver with one of those picks. We just drafted an O-lineman. So receiver. Thinking. I guess corner could happen. Could work. Corner, receiver, and depth safety. Those could be the depth positions we draft. Corner, receiver, safety. All right, who's gonna be pick 420? Either a corner or a safety, probably. Jamario Mims. We're gonna draft Jamario Mims. We got F tackling. Never mind. But Justin Mills. Subpar corner. Not very great, but there are worse options. What you? Bad in zone coverage. Hmm. Well, I have to get rid of players anyway, so me drafting more guys is probably not that smart of an idea at the moment. So I'm just gonna trade my fourth pick for whatever other future picks we can get. This year fifth, and next year sixth and seventh. Can I just have next year picks, please? And next year fourth and seventh. That could work. A next year fourth, a 2027 sixth and two sevenths. Yeah, that works for me. Nice. I'll just trade these two sevens. I'll just trade all these for something next year. A fourth round pick from the Bills next year. Sure. Yeah, sure. That works for me. Yeah. There we go. And then we'll take a look at the draft recap. See if we made some good picks. We did get the number 3 in true value at left guard. Was he a left guard or right guard? He was a guard nonetheless. Yeah. So let's take a look at the NFL. The number one overall pick was a 72 overall. Oh god. Gentry was an 83 overall quarterback. And Fitzpatrick was an 82. Uh, I feel like I would have been fine with him. He's hidden development though. Shit. I hope the Gentry guy's good. Hopefully he's hidden development too. Because I was going to take frickin' Fitzpatrick. Alright, well, yeah. He's very good. A little less of a scrambler, but that's okay. Not very concerned about that. Also, he's also younger. You're 23. Um, yeah, you're 23. He's 21. So we get an even younger quarterback as well. Scott Gentry. Welcome to the Dallas Cowboys. I never considered you or you. You're 78 overall. Who else did I consider? It wasn't these guys. No. You're an 81? The fuck? Oh, I considered Anton Horton. He was a 73 overall. I considered Jamal Humphrey. He was a 78, so that wouldn't have been a bad pick. And Jose Ramirez. Is he a good development trait? He is a hidden. Damn it. I was really feeling Jose. Uh, I considered trading up for him, but I didn't. Just because I didn't think it was too necessary. But hey, we got our franchise quarterback, hopefully. If he's an 83 overall off rip, he should be a franchise quarterback for us. And we're going to get into the next season quick. We're going to try to just give Scott a development year. So we're going to try not to play too much. Just get to the next season, try to sustain our roster, and see if we compete for the playoffs. We have cap space, dude, so we want to sign some guys to one-year deals. We can. Start a quarterback. We have our rookie quarterback, Jacoby Brissett. If he wants to sign a one-year deal next year, he can, but we're not going to worry about that right now. Same thing with Zeke. George Pickens, obviously, we'll have to resign him. Tolbert, we'll try to resign him as well. We drafted a 74 overall receiver in the fourth round. We'll try to make all that work. We're going to let go of Malik Cunningham. Tight end's fine for now. You... Yeah, you'll be the future right guard of the team. We'll let Zach Martin play like right tackle for this year or something. Yeah, you're under contract. I don't want to lose you. Because I have plenty of guys who won't be under contract the following year, so... like you might be a future guy we get rid of. Worry about that next year. Sam Williams is decent. He's on a 1 year deal as well. Gonna have to get rid of Bumper Pool. I shouldn't have signed Tony Fields, but I did. Eric Scott and Josh Joby are gonna have to go. I just don't have spots on our roster for him. I can send you guys to the Dolphins. I can't. I can send you guys to the. I'll send you to Detroit. Treat him well, Detroit. Okay. Now, if I can get rid of 3 guys, then I can sign a 1 year deal player in free agency, which is kind of something I want to do. Okay, punter's good. Kicker, we'll have to pay Brandon Aubrey. Um, it might make sense to move on from Donovan Wilson. It might make sense. He is 30. But, maybe if there's no good Donovan Wilson trades, we'll just keep him for a year. Connor McGovern. Is he on a multi-year deal? I don't think we need offensive linemen that badly, though. Tyreek Smith is just younger and cheaper. Bryce Huff. Bryce Huff would be kind of cool. Bryce Huff and 2 picks. Rondell Moore. Bryce Huff. Let me look at this Bryce Huff deal. Is he on a multi-year deal? It's gonna cost a little bit of money. No, I think we're better off having that $10 million next year. And if we have to lose Donovan Wilson, we'll just lose Donovan Wilson. So we'll trade Josh Joby. We'll trade. It's Justin Rogers we'll just let go of. And I guess we have multiple backups now, so we don't really need TJ Bass. Yeah. Alright. So we'll trade these 3 guys to the Patriots, who also have plenty of money. They can give us a future 4th-round pick. And then with our 1 free agency spot, we'll pick up somebody. We'll use this as a development year for Scott Gentry. Definitely don't need another running back. We have Nick Chubb. If we want to get Michael Thomas, it's not a terrible idea. It's an option. Avonte Maddox. We have. Didn't really draft a corner. Allen Robinson's not a terrible idea. Because it goes George Pickens, my receiver I drafted. Do I have another receiver? Yeah, I have Jalen Tolbert. Okay. Yeah, let's sign Avonte Maddox to a 1 year deal. That'll be our free agency signing we do. I like that. I know we have Desmond King as our 3rd corner, but I just think having an additional corner could be good. I mean, if you're an 81 overall, we want you playing practically right away. So we'll move Zach Martin to right tackle. So we'll have Zach Martin at right tackle, the rookie at right guard, BB, Tyler Smith, Tyler Guyton, Jake Ferguson as a superstar tight end, George Pickens, our rookie receivers, our 4th receiver. I'm gonna let our rookie receiver play the 3rd receiver, so he develops. And if we lose Jalen Tolbert, so be it. Yeah, I like that. Got Hendon Hooker here. Start Bell over Wilson. I mean, we'll have Tupilato, so if we do lose Damon Clark, it's okay. Don't want to, but it's okay if we do, I guess. Dwayne Greenlaw playing down the middle, Michael Parsons at the edge, Chase Young at one of the edges with Nealon and Sam Williams. I feel like Sam Williams should play the other edge position. I have him play left end. No, 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 no. Put them back. I don't know why you completely just swapped all my fucking ends. Don't do that. Just put Goodwin as the third. Um, so Milton Williams and Sam Williams as the backups for now. We still have some depth at D tackle if need be. I should, yeah, make you second, make you here, put you there. Maddox, Desmond King. Yeah, this is good. We have plenty of depth there, so just move you there, you here, and then boom. Alright. So I'm going to let this roster try to compete like this. I mean, I guess I could just make you a slot corner, couldn't I? But we have Desmond King, so why would we do that? Yeah, we have plenty of pass rush, good sub linebacker, very good running back, and then George Pickens, who now we're going to have to figure out how to sign all these guys. We avoided paying the crazy big contracts, but now we're going to have to pay other big contracts. I guess maybe not other big contracts, but I'm going to try to pay as many people as possible early on so I can decide to trade whoever I'm not going to be able to keep. Like, for example, we're not bringing back Zach Martin. We just got a replacement guard, so we're not going to worry about that. Paul Lovelock, Adonis Trent. Well, if we didn't get a quarterback last year, we could have got a quarterback this year. Sergio Rivera. Why does that name make so much sense? Javier Stewart, D tackle, left tackle. Um, I guess drafting is gonna have to in the first round is gonna be based on whoever we lose. So if we end up losing somebody important, then we can worry about drafting a replacement later. Like, unless I lose George Pickens, drafting a receiver is not very necessary. Unless Nick Chubb takes some drastic dip, drafting a running back shouldn't be necessary. I already paid Nick Chubb though, so. Okay, we won 27-17. We signed players. Let's take a look at those. So we can't re-sign Michael Parsons till week 3. We're looking at about $59 million next year. Ron Bland, George Pickens, Ferguson, Damon Clark. Yeah, I'm not paying Zach Martin. That's already been established. Desmond King, I'm gonna have to let him go. Donovan Wilson, I think I'm gonna have to let him go. If it comes to my attention that Donovan Wilson can't be resigned, then I will trade him. Okay, Mozzie Smith. We're gonna have the option on Mozzie Smith. I'll sign Brandon Aubrey. I want to make sure I have my kicker for the whole video. I don't really want to got offer for Savion Collins. Traylon Burks. None of these offers are like terrible, but none of them are really trades I want to make. Like, I'm not in any rush to get rid of Savion Collins, so I'm not gonna just trade him for no reason. Because I think he's a good piece to our roster. So week 3 we can start looking at some contract negotiations. We beat the Bears. So far we beat the Packers and the Bears. And we destroy the Chargers 45-7. So looks like right now we're in a good spot. Obviously, Micah Parsons, we don't want to lose Micah. We're gonna give him his payday. Why is your salary so low? Why is your contract like all guaranteed money? Huh. So if any team ever did trade for Micah, they're paying him pennies on the dollar. Oh, we are fucked. Big fucked. Anywho, let's make him the highest paid linebacker in NFL history. Give him that contract. Micah Parsons. Now we only have 15 mil next year. Do we move on from Deron Bland? Now that's an interesting question. Also, like we're not tying in any money to Zach Martin. How do we only have 15 mil next year though? Okay. Is there anyone on a contract where I can maybe make some money by trading them? Oh, that penalty sucks. Chase Young. Not you. Not you. Hmm. That doesn't save me any money next year because you're a free agent. I don't think I should have signed Milton Williams, but it is what it is. Desmond King, we're not going to re-sign. Hmm. I shouldn't have signed so many offensive linemen for depth. I should have drafted some guys. Like Dan Moore and Walker Little are cool, but I'm running out of money. I don't want to lose George Pickens. I think I can more live with losing to Ron Bland than George Pickens. I feel like I can draft a tight end, so losing Jake Ferguson wouldn't kill me. Let's start at this end. We're gonna have a player option on you. You're a kicker. Kickers are replaceable. Although I suck at field goals. We might find a way to get Brandon Aubrey back. Zeke, we can probably get him on a cheap deal. Same thing with Jacoby Brissett. One deal. Gonna have to let you walk. Gonna have to let you walk. Gonna have to let you walk. Let you walk. Desmond King. Gonna have to let him walk as well. So we'll definitely have to draft a corner next year, but it's okay. We have 3 first round picks. We're gonna have to let Zach Martin walk. Can I afford you? Mm. Can I afford you? Kinda. Can I afford you? No. Can I afford you? You're cheaper? Ron Bland wants less money than George Pickens? Hmm. Do I trade George Pickens for another receiver then, if that's the case? If I can't pay him, why don't I just get another guy under contract? We're winning. We clearly are a good team. We clearly have a franchise quarterback in Jalen Waddle. I mean, George Pickens isn't easy to replace, but Sutton in a fifth is not good enough. Bucky Irving. Don't know much about Bucky Irving, but he's cool. Lad McConkey. He's on a rookie scale deal. Not a very great trade-off though, but eh. Kyle Pitts. Did you guys sign Kyle Pitts yet? Because if you did, no, you didn't. Shit. Okay. You know though, we can always restructure some contracts next during the off season to try to make money for George Pickens. Problem is we're gonna find a lot of other teams that want to fight us for George Pickens. So, resign George Pickens, yeah or nay? Yeah. How about we wait until let's wait until the deadline, and then we'll decide who we want to trade and get rid of after that. That probably makes sense. Okay, we just barely walk away from beating the Saints. We are 4-0 though. Pretty cool. The Raiders are kryptonite. Let's find out. Like our roster is so good. We're 5-0. Who's hurt? Oh, George Pickens. He's out for 3 weeks. Oh, and Chase Young. He's out for a week. Well, the second I credit George Pickens, he gets hurt. Another new injury? Bell, and you're out for 3 weeks. Nice. Alright. Well, still yet to lose a game, so that's an upside. Beat the Giants. Okay. Well, we're winning games even without George Pickens. So I don't know if I can trade him though, because then he'd just get hurt. I still trade him. Is he still tradable? He might not be. Well, that sucks. I might be stuck with him. Yeah. Well, gonna have to find a way to pay George Pickens. In all fairness, I wanted to keep him anyway, but oh well. Doesn't help me though, because I don't have money. Let's see, what can we do here? Uh, 11th in passing touchdowns for third offense, 14th in defense. 11-3 ratio for Scott Gentry. Nick Chubb is pretty good. 575 and 8 touchdowns already. I like to see it. Zeke's doing his thing. Some rushing touchdowns for a non-scrambling quarterback. A rushing touchdown for our tight end. Jalen Waddle's doing nice. Ferguson's doing nice. George Pickens hasn't really done anything. I don't want to let him walk, but I might have to. Nick Chubb got involved. Yeah, we're using Jake Ferguson way more than we're using George Pickens. George Pickens might be a high overall, but it's not like he's really doing that much. 2 sacks for our middle linebacker. Our D tackle is leading us in sacks. Yo, what the hell, Micah Parsons? Osa is leading us in sacks. Craig Greenlaw, though. 2 sacks and two picks. Javon Diggs, Desmond King, Deron Bland. I'm gonna need Aubrey, aren't I? I think this is the trade deadline, unfortunately. Because I would have traded George Pickens. I think I want to re-sign Jake Ferguson. Jake Ferguson and Brandon Aubrey. And then maybe I'll just trade the other guys. Deron Bland's too good to not either not re-sign or just trade. Because he's good. If we just let him walk for nothing. Because I think next year might be the Super Bowl window. I need to give this guy a year to develop before I start trying to win games. I mean, I could probably win with this team. Let me see. What are the options? Ooh, Keon Coleman. Jaquan Brisker. Jaquan Brisker and picks is okay. Because I could move in the corner. Hmm. Jerry Judy. Hmm. Asante Samuel. That's not a terrible trade-off. Rashi Rice is nice. You know what? Let's do this Cowboys-esque. We're 7-0, right? We're going to try to win with the team we have now. We're going to try to win the Super Bowl this year with our rookie quarterback. And we're just going to re-sign the guys that I want to keep. So, Jake Ferguson, going to give you a contract. Welcome back. And then Brandon Aubrey, give him a 7-year deal. Mm-hmm. I said 7. Damn it. I might re-sign Brandon Aubrey then. And then George Pickens, we're just gonna try to win the Super Bowl, and then if because we should be a playoff team, right? We're gonna try to win the Super Bowl, and then we're gonna let him walk. Okay, we took our first L. Is George Pickens back? Okay, George Pickens is back. Why are you my right guard? Big Zach Martin, right guard. You're telling me my right guard goes down, and you just don't move over any of the good players? The hell, man. Alright. Chase Young is back. Micah Parsons is not getting any sacks. Might have to move things around a little bit. Beat the Bills. Cool, cool, cool. Just barely beat the Lions. I'm gonna sim to the playoffs. We're 9-1. I'm gonna sim to playoffs. Do we get the bye? Please get the bye. Make my life easy. Just get the bye. That's the one playoff game less I gotta worry about. 16-1. We only lost the Commanders. You know what? I can live with that. And looking ahead of the mock draft. What's our draft situation looking like? Projected pick 3. We're gonna need a corner after we lose Deron Bland. Demario Flowers probably gonna be the guy. Where's our other picks? Pick 17, right tackle, probably. Might try to middle linebacker and move Dre Greenlaw to the outside linebacker. Might go that route. Thaddeus Gay. I'll think about it. I thought we had 3 first round picks. Oh, 26. That's where it is. Wayne Straight. We can draft Gay and Straight if we wanted to. It'd just be funny. So we have pick 26, 17, and 3. I like the sound of that. I do like the sound of that. I'm also kind of leaning towards this linebacker, Deion Barton. Barton, actually. This one's Barton. Harry Barton. Um, do we draft the second D tackle? This is the position we're gonna need. Cause we're gonna lose Desmond King. We're gonna lose Andrew Booth. We're gonna lose Deron Bland. So DeMarco Fowler would make the most sense so far. I'm gonna add him to my board. I don't think I'm gonna get the edge. Javier Stewart. He might be a beast, but um, where's my guy? All the way down here, projected ranked 14th. Sure. You know what, DeMarco? Yeah, you're my favorites. Because safety's a position we definitely could use. Anywho, let's take a look at the stats. We'll send the bye week. Well, first we'll send the bye week, I guess. So we won, us and the Chiefs. Not very surprising. Titans make it against the Bengals. Colts, Jags. Bills, Ravens. Panthers, 49ers. It's an interesting one. You get a division rival game between the Bears and the Vikings. I don't see my Lions. That pisses me off a little bit. And then you get a division game between the Cardinals and the Rams. This is just a game. Just game. Division game here as well. Interesting. Okay. So we'll send the first week. We have a rookie QB who just needs to win us 3 games. We lost to a 5-12 team, but it is what it is. I don't know if I want to sim because I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like we're gonna get screwed over, you know. The Rams, interesting. We get to face the Rams, and we're probably gonna face the 49ers. Probably. I would bet money that we face the 49ers. They only beat the Panthers by a field goal. Interesting. The Panthers bring Amari Cooper to the team, and they only lose by a field goal, I guess. Bengals destroy the Titans. Jags just barely edge the Colts, and Ravens also just barely edge the Bills. Sure. Right now, we have a really good year two team. Um, Problem is, we're gonna lose a lot of talent. Like the O line is great. It's very great. But I know you're an 84 overall superstar. I'm just not gonna start you until next year. You'll take Zach Martin's spot next year. So he'll slide over here. This will be the O line. I paid Jake Ferguson. He'll be my tight end. If I can figure out a way to re-sign George Pickens, I will. If not, he'll hit free agency. Nick Chubb still has 3 years left on his deal. We'll have a high overall QB. We're good at this safety position. We still have Trevon Diggs. We still have Chase Young, Osa, Mozzie Smith, Bradley Chubb. We'll still have you to play here. We'll still have you two, and we'll still have Michael Parsons. So there really is no reason to re-sign Damon Clark in this situation. Not re-signing Deron Bland is kind of a choice I didn't want to have to make. But just looking at our money, keep in mind we're not even have to worrying about CeeDee Lamb and Dak, and we still don't have money. 34 to 4 ratio for the rookie QB. That's amazing. Nick Chubb, 1,100 yards and 13 touchdowns. Ezekiel Elliott with 12 touchdowns on the ground. Rookie QB with 3. Jalen Waddle had a good year. I mean, George Pickens was all right. I guess it makes sense that we don't have to pay him a crazy contract. Cause like he was all right. We used our tight end more than him anyway. We used our receiver one. Makes sense. Jalen Tolbert. The rookie receiver got involved a little bit, and so did Nick Chubb. The sack numbers were pretty decent, not too high. A little bit of sacks from everybody, but nothing too crazy. Um, Trey Greenlaw led the team in tackles. Um, Bradley Chubb led the team with 13 sacks, 11.5 from Osa, 9 from Micah Parsons, 5.5 from Chase Young. Mozzie Smith with 2.5, 2.5 from Trey Greenlaw. Sack numbers definitely could have been better. 5 picks for Trevon Diggs, 4 for Bland. Bland's definitely good. Losing him will suck, but that will just make him a cool target for another franchise that we do when we need a corner one. So losing him's okay now. We'll draft a corner. We have the 3rd pick of the draft. We'll go that route. Overall, the defense was really good. Yeah, overall the defense was good, but and then Brandon Aubrey was 26 to 27, and we're gonna look to resign him as well. So looking at the contracts, we get the MVP as a rookie, and we get Coach of the Year. We have the Offensive Player of the Year, second in DPOI by Montez Sweat. Offensive Rookie of the Year. I don't have a defensive rookie to my knowledge. So yeah, offensive rookie, best running back. Nick Chubb was up there, but it went to Christian McCaffrey. Jalen Waddle won best receiver. Zach Martin was up there, and so was our center. It's cool. Bradley Chubb was the best D linebacker. Parsons was up there, outbeaten by Jared Ferris. And Diggs was outbeaten by Jair Alexander. And Sly outbeat Brandon Aubrey. Okie dokie. So we'll play the first game against the Rams, and then after that, we'll probably play the next 2 playoff games tomorrow. That will put this episode at a little over an hour. Maybe I'll split it into 2 episodes. I don't know yet. We're gonna try to get George Pickens involved because we're not gonna get to use him next